Alright everybody, in this video we're going to talk about scoop maintenance and how to remove the handle from the scoop. Stay tuned. Alright, one quick piece of maintenance right to start. This screw here and the screw here that you tighten up on the shaft right here, use marine grade anti-seize on these because that salt water can get in there and cause some corrosion and you have a hard time getting it off. So always put anti-seize on those bolts. Now, let's talk about removing the scoop from the handle. I just took this one out. It took me about an hour to get it off because I hadn't removed it in about a year. Over a year probably. But anyway, what happens in here if you don't do it, of course sand gets in here, slowly works its way, and then you get salt water that works its way in here, and when salt dries out, you get salt crystals which expand and cause it to freeze up in here. So washing it off with fresh water probably helps it a lot when you finish using it, which I don't do. I should do, but sometime up at the beach I have a little place and I'll try to wash it off in there, but sometime I don't have any place where I don't wash it. And what happens is stuff gets in over time, over a year, it really seizes up in there. Now, if it does do that, if you definitely remove it once in a while, you probably won't have any problem. But if you do like me and don't do your maintenance like you should, and you got to remove it, do not try to drive this handle off by sticking something in here and shoving here, trying to knock it off this way. This is actually where the screw is that kind of holds it in place there. And it's epoxied in there, but you could actually dislodge this trying to drive it off with that. What you want to do is put this in a vise. This will withstand a vise here. I wrapped mine with a cardboard, and it did fine. Didn't have any problem. You can't see a thing on it. Rags, cardboard, whatever you do, but this will be okay if you squeeze it down in a vise. Pretty good. And that's what I did. And what I ended up having to do, I ended up taking a socket right here and a hammer and kept knock it, until it finally broke loose. It's about an hour going back and forth trying to work on it, but it's loose. It came off there, and now it's going in and out, no problem. And I'll try to keep what I should do every now and then, take this off and kind of keep it lubricated a little bit and start moving in and out. So we'll try to do that. All right, next thing I'm going to talk about maintenance. One thing, I want to talk about the warranty. These scoops from Extreme Scoops are warranted for 10 years. If you have any problem with welds, construction, anything comes apart, look at that weld. That's amazing weld right in it. Beautiful. But anyway, if you have any problems at all with it, it's covered. But what's not covered is abuse. And the Gigmaster abuses a lot of things. If you use this normally on the beach, it's designed to filter sand through and find your gold coins or gold rings in there, so you won't have any problem. You'll never have a problem if you use it like you should use it. Sand, light pebbles, not a problem. Unfortunately, the Gigmaster, a lot of places I go, sometimes I'll use this and I shouldn't be. You should be using a steel shovel. But I'll put this down where you got rocks bigger than your hand, big as your head sometimes, trying to pry them out. You're wiggling back and forth in there against two big rocks. Another place I've gone before and used it is in a it's a creek, but it's solid bottom. It's hard as a rock, but you have little shells, and I'm trying to pop them out with an arm. You shouldn't be doing that, and that's not covered when you destroy it yourself. But you can see where I have actually worn it down, prying and grabbing in place I shouldn't be using it in. So what I'm going to do, you can actually take this. If you get a little nip, of course the Gigmasters can destroy anything, right? But if you get a little nicks on them, it's no big deal. What you want to do is take a file and file it down, or a belt sander, which I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to go ahead and do that right now and just smooth it out with the belt sander. But one thing you don't want to do is make a sharp edge. You know, on our shovels we're using in the fields, we like a little bit sharper edge to get down in the thing quick. Scoops, not so much. You want to keep it nice and flat to keep it strong, to keep it, so you're not really, sand, you don't have to worry about digging down into it like that, but keep it flat when you go across it. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go here right now and see if we can't go ahead and grind that down and make a nice pretty finish on it again. Love this scoop. Thing is light, man. This is titanium. I tell you what, the older you get, the more ease you want. You want, carbon fiber handles. You want titanium scoops, just for your shoulders and just walking all that time, because you carry this thing for 8 hours. It would get heavy. The old one used to get heavy a little bit, but this one, I can carry this thing all day long, no problem. All right, so let's get out here right now. grind her down and see what she looks like. Stay tuned. All right, we're going to give it a try right now and see if we can straighten this thing out. Here we go. All right, everybody, didn't take 5 minutes out there, and it is like brand new now. She's ready to go. All fixed up. Like brand new again. Anyway, I'll try to be more careful when I'm digging in the rocks and the trying to dig up boulders with it, but I should be breaking out my steel scoop when I'm doing stuff like that. But anyway, it's a great scoop. I love it. Carbon fiber handle. I've never even seen anybody break one of these. So these things, and I put a lot of pressure on these carbon fiber handles. I have tried to break it. I mean, that's one thing I cannot destroy is the handle. It's amazing how much pressure these things can take. That carbon fiber is tough, man. All right, well, I think that's gonna wrap this video up. I hope if you have to take it off, the one time you want to take it off when you're traveling. That's why I'm getting all my stuff together now. So when I travel, I have everything ready to go and everything works good. So otherwise, if you're never going to travel with it, you probably never take it apart. You probably never had to worry about it. But if you're going to travel, take it in and out, you need to kind of do a little maintenance on them and make sure they stay loose and that corrosion from the salt water and the sand doesn't build up in there and lock it in. Anyway, I hope that helps any of y'all that are going to be doing that. All right, appreciate everybody coming along. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, subscribe to the Gigmaster, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Stay tuned.